Yeah, good. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we did have a moment that was a little unnerving, but we got over it, and we've been having a great time.
Oh. Okay, what happened?
It was just an event that we got through.
Yeah.
That was all.
That's it. It's good to come through events.
Exactly. No, we're good now. Yeah, it was nothing.
It wasn't nothing
No, okay. Yeah, okay.
at all. I
That's
mean,
the
it
wrong
was
word.
something.
Yeah.
A gaslighter can gain control over the relationship and resist any challenges to their worldview, which might make them feel uncomfortable.
I mean,
the
it
wrong
was
word.
something.
Yeah.
We were sitting outside at a restaurant, and there was this huge bang. And suddenly, this wall of snow comes rumbling down the mountain, and it did not look like it was going to stop. It looked like it was going to kill us.
For a moment.
But no, absolutely not.
Gaslighting is an emotional abuse technique where an individual psychologically manipulates someone by making that person question their sanity or perception of reality.
Absolutely not, because other people felt exactly the same way. They were getting up, they were screaming. I screamed. And the kids were screaming because it felt like this was it, that we were gonna die. And I look over at Pete, and he had jumped up and grabbed his phone. He was gone. Pete ran. Pete left us. I guess in his mind, he left us there to get buried because he
turns to me with that face. You know that face where you know you've done something wrong and someone else sees you and you hate them?
He left us there to get buried because he could make it away and we were too far away. You know, we were on the other side of the, I don't know. Anyway, so I throw my arms around my children and just wait, you know. I just wait for us to die together. Sorry. Anyway, so then moments pass and oh my God, I'm still there. And the kids stop screaming. And we're okay, we realize. We're okay. And then Pete comes back and just orders soup.
When we do something that's inconsistent with our view of ourselves, we have two choices. We can change our self-concept. I guess I really did something that was idiotic, didn't I? Or we justify what we did. Dissonance reduction happens unconsciously to block ourselves from the awareness that we did anything wrong. It's an unconscious mechanism that allows us to lie to ourselves in this way, because most of us see ourselves as being competent, ethical, smart, and kind, and generous. Our efforts at reducing dissonance will be to preserve that self-image. I'm a kind person. You're telling me I hurt you? Well, you must have deserved it. Now, the implications are huge, because they show us that our problems aren't just from bad people who justify the bad things they do. They come from good people who justify the bad things they do to preserve their belief that they're good people.
And then Pete comes back and just orders soup. So.
That's intense.
Yeah.
But I think in a situation like that, I think it's probably a survival reaction that kicks in, right, Pete? You don't even have time to think. It's a reflex. It's like when a sea cucumber perceives a threat, it rapidly evacuates all of its organs through its rectum.
How could I have possibly run away?
What?
In ski boots. How is that possible? Can you run in ski boots?
Wait, what?
Zach, can you run in ski boots?
It's not recommended.
Oh, fine. Clomp away. Walk briskly away.
No, you said run. Rosie, can you run in ski boots?
Not very well.
Boom. 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 Boom.
Mark, what do you think gaslighting is?
Irrelevant to the case.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Analytic Quarterly suggested that gaslighting might be a way people project conflicts or emotions like anxiety onto another person.
Very well.
Boom. Exactly.
Regardless, I wouldn't leave my family to die.
That's boom. Exactly.
No, nor would I, and I didn't.
It's just she said you did.
Yeah, because he did.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Billy, what are you? And I didn't leave you to be buried.
I don't know.
Well, I do. I was there and I saw it differently.
Well, so then tell me, Pete, what happened differently?
The snow was coming,
Right.
almost like an avalanche.
Now it's not even an avalanche.
I checked on you guys visually, and when I made sure that everyone was okay, I ran to get help.
Hang on a second. That doesn't even make sense. You knew that we were okay, so you went to get help? What?
It happened very fast.
They're singularly motivated to protect themselves and their reality, or their version of reality. And so when they gaslight, it's not like they're, I'm going to manipulate this person. It's not like the evil genius kind of thing. It's the fact that they have no empathy, so they don't stop to think what this kind of conduct would do to another person. They're entitled, so they feel they have the right to do it, and they're fragile, so they don't want to be sort of found out, and they want to protect what they might consider a fail or a mistake.
Went to get help? What?
It happened very fast. It was very confusing.
Right, survival reaction.
But I checked to make sure you guys were okay, and then I went to get help.
You meet different people, don't you? Different people, don't you? Educated people, articulate people. And you think, I'm one of them. Oh, thank God I'm one of them. And then one day it hits you over the back of the head like an hammer. You don't belong with them either. Because they're so wrapped up in themselves, they can't feel anything. And they're scared and judgmental. And they're too busy trying to insulate themselves against the cold winds that are going to topple them. And it don't matter how high they hold their head, they're still going to get a whiff of the shit that they're in.
That's not what happened, Peter.
Billy, I can accept your version of the truth. Why can't you accept mine?
Because mine is true and not.
Exactly what I'm talking about, Darcy. It's like the way you see the world's the only way to see it. It's like some cardinal truth. But that's just the story you've been telling yourself. That doesn't mean that's how it actually was.
Dumb.
You weren't there with me.
Right! That's exactly right. I was at the table with our children.
I just love that you're making me say that what happened for you happened for me.
Okay.
Healthier people, we're self-reflective. If somebody says we do this, we'll have a think about it. We will say, do I do this? Do I do that often? How could it be perceived that I do that? And we'll actually consider, is this mine? But a hijacker refuses to have the capacity to do that. They do not want anything negative or even remotely negative to come anywhere near them. So therefore, they turn it on you.
I mean, Pete, like a lot of times, the people involved in automobile accidents get the events of the accident completely wrong.
Stop pitching theories.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just come on out here for a sec. Sorry, we just have one question.
Billy, no.
Yeah.
No.
You can say, I was talking with our friends about when we were having lunch, remember? And then the avalanche was coming. And can you say what happened next? It's for the story, and they wanted to know. They can say, right, Pete?
Sure.
The truth?
Dad ran away.
And Finn?
The whole truth is like your face. From some angles, at certain times, in certain lights. Suddenly, from below.
And Finn? Is that what you think happened too? Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks. You can go back to your funny movie.
Man, they're such great kids.
You might have traumatized them, you know that?
Oh, I traumatized.
Gaslighting is really part of emotional abuse. They're putting us down, they're making us question ourselves, start to feel like we can't even make decisions on our own, we're completely dependent upon them. All of those components are emotional abuse, and working with a trauma specialist can be really, really healing as we try to manage all of the things that happened to us over the time that we were in that relationship. And then the second part of that is I think that we need to have friend support, because I always encourage my clients when they're going through something like this to do what I call like fact checking or reality testing. Because if you have a friend who was in that situation or was at that party with you or went on that vacation, if you're questioning your own sanity, your own memories, especially as you're starting to heal, it would be great to have a supportive person in your life who you can say, no, but you were there too, right? That guy came up and he said this and then we went and did this, and they can affirm or tell you, oh, well, that was first and then this happened. They'll be a great resource for you to do some of that like reality testing as you learn to trust yourself again and heal from the past.
So congratulations, Billy, you win. You're right. Everyone give Billy a fucking round of applause.
Hey, Pete, you left your family. That I am right about.
You did this. You ignored all my advice that might have ended it, and you kept digging and digging until you buried the both of us.